Thousands of Israelis marched with the Goldin family on Tuesday during a procession which would end at the Kfar Saba Military Cemetery. After 11 years of captivity, the body of Hadar Goldin was finally released in a deal with Hamas, which the United States worked to broker. It was historic, it was emotional, and it was very crowded. Lieutenant Hadar Goldin, the fallen IDF officer whose fate became one of the most painful open wounds in Israeli society, was finally laid to rest on Israeli soil. As his parents and siblings spoke, they broke into tears, and so many individuals standing around us at the Israel Daily News team did as well. There was not a dry eye. Thousands of people flooded the grounds, soldiers in uniform, bereaved families of other hostages, including the parents of Itai Chen, youth movement members, students preparing for the army, foreign diplomats, and ordinary Israelis who felt compelled to show up and show their respect. One father we spoke with said his son was being circumcised today in what Jewish families call a Brit Milah. It's a special ceremony for an 8-day-old baby. He stepped away with his older daughter to pay their respects at the funeral, even on this joyous, momentous occasion. Many never met Hadar, but everyone knew his story. We spoke with a reserve officer named Itai Vlado, who was close to the story. He'd been doing reserve duty at the time in 2014. Vlado explained exactly what happened to Hadar Goldin the day he was taken captive and dragged into a Hamas tunnel in 2014.
So it was during a ceasefire where Hadar's force with Naya, the MP, went out to explore what they saw as a very suspect structure. They saw someone kind of scoping towards the force. They tried to take him over to question him, and it was a very well planned ambush by Hamas. That's where that's where Naya and his Chapak were kind of attacked and killed, and Hadar, as part of it, was taken to the tunnel.
Hadar's parents, Leah and Simcha Goldin, led one of the most relentless public campaigns Israel has seen. They lobbied world leaders, confronted the UN, pushed on prime ministers, demanded international pressure on Hamas, and it was all to bring their son home for a Jewish burial. At the gate of the cemetery, we interviewed Sam Grundberg, who serves as the world chairman of Keren Hayasod. But before this, he was the consul general of Israel, based in Los Angeles. He's spent over a decade working with Hadar's parents in different roles and capacities to try and aid them in getting their son home.
I mean, I remember meeting the very first time I met with Simcha and Leah explained to me that first day. She said to me, we can't even begin the process of mourning until we bring Hadar to proper burial. That was 11 years ago. And unfortunately, we all understand that as a nation now after October 7th, and hearing from the families of all the hostages, the live ones and the fallen hostages, that they can't even, and you still hear it today from live hostages that return that say that they can't begin the process of rehabilitation until every last one, and there are still 4 more.
One of the most challenging parts of the funeral was listening to Hadar's mother eulogize her son. She discussed how she's been working to find small things she can do to make the world better, whether religiously or otherwise, and she says that she finds comfort in knowing that Hadar knows that she loved him. There were a lot of tears in the crowd when she spoke about that, about her love for him, about his love for her. Then she read out Hadar's letter that he sent to her and her husband from Auschwitz. He wrote it during a moment of reflection on a high school trip. She kept his letter and had it published. Some individuals we spoke with commented on how that part of the funeral service was the most touching. We spoke with people throughout the crowd from all different backgrounds to find out what this day means to them. Let's hear from 18-year-old Moria, who came to the funeral with her fellow students during a a gap year program. It's not really a gap year program, but for the international crowd who don't understand the programs that exist in Israel in between high school and the army, we can call it a gap year program. It's a year of learning, sometimes even 2 years of learning and preparation for the army in between high school and the army. Let's hear from Moria.
I think it's really important, and it's a soldier that we all thought about for 11 years. And it's really important to all of us to come to respect him and to be with the family and to show just to be here. And it was very emotional, and I cried a lot, but it was really powerful. I felt a lot, and I think all of us did also. It was a big day. We felt it all. That was a big day.
We spoke with a member of Knesset from the Otzma Yehudit party named Yitzhak Kreuzer. He had some interesting things to share about Israel's place in the Middle East at this point in history, and he's going to close out our special report on Hadar Goldin's funeral with some encouraging words.
We are doing all what we can do and all our best to bring all 4 hostages that now in captivity in Gaza. When you are strong, everybody afraid from you. When you are show weakness, they are going to destroy you. And when they saw that we took out the Jewish and destroyed the Jewish settlement in the Gaza Strip, this is exactly what they're learning. They're learning that we are weak and they can hurt us, they can kidnap and do what they're doing, all the hard thing they was doing in the 7th of October in the kibbutzim, in Sderot and Ofakim. And I think what we are showing the world for the last 2 years, that we are a strong nation, we are believers, we are Jewish, we are Jewish believer and very proud of our Judaism, our Zionism, our the state of Israel. And I think that all the Middle East now can feel what happened when you miss with the Jewish in Iran, in Yemen, in Judea, Samaria, in the Gaza Strip, Hezbollah, the Houthis, they all feel the strength of the IDF and the state of the people from Israel. We're praying from here, from the funeral, from the Hadar funeral, to see finally all the 4 hostages that in captivity in Gaza, the 3 brave Israeli and one from Thailand. And from here, I would say to the world that your followers, who watching us, that we are very proud of the state of Israel. We are united, and we are bring our faith to the Jewish in all over the world.